All right, shalom and good afternoon. All right, here, welcome to the company. Well, it's been extremely busy, and that's how it gets when you're focused on getting things done. And as I continue on with projects, I look out as to what's going on in the world, whether it's the Trump Elon Musk breakup. I mean, I meant to do a video on that because that's just so hilarious. But in addition to that, you have the increased firings, because since I've been talking about this, they've just been laying off hundreds of thousands of people, and these folks is done. But on the flip side, as I see what's going on in this world, whether it's war, political issues, economic issues, unemployment, we're noticing an increase on the opposite side of the spectrum, and that is the people that see, because Homestead now is a trend. Buying land is a trend. Growing food is now the next big trend. And it's amazing because Gerald Celente predicted and said that this would take place as people see the lies in, not the masses, an increasing number of people are seeing the increase and all of these cancers and all of these sicknesses, and people are realizing that, hey, growing your own food, living in a healthy environment is a good thing. So, with all that being said, I'm seeing and I'm engaging a lot more people that have questions and want to know, what is it like to be on a homestead? What are the challenges? How do I start? And it's disheartening, because I would say out of the dozens of people I've spoken to, one or two was really serious about this thing, and they're really proceeding. So I always ask the question to people, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to live this? Because people see the CGI generated gardens and homes and animals, and everything is just all perfect and pristine, and the house is perfect and pristine, and the garden, and they have this image of how this thing is, when it's not like that at all. I mean, that's just a CGI generated photo of someone that has a garden. Sure, do I see some real photos out there? But the majority of the CGI generated photos with captions about whether you want to live in the city or live in the country. But, I ask the question to people, again, all the time, what are you willing to sacrifice? And the answers that I get are astonishing. The vast majority of people have not considered that at all. And it's amazing. And I'd say that the majority of people I talk to, probably about 70-30, women versus men. Family men or just brothers that's interested in buying some land and want to know what to look for. And that's why I tell people go back to the archives, because I've talked about all of this stuff. And where do you think I got it from? I ain't come up with it, by myself. But you got to understand that this is a walk of sacrifice. And when I ask people the question, what are you willing to sacrifice? The vast majority of people have not even taken into consideration, nor even thought at all, what they're willing to sacrifice. And they always name the things that are enslaving them now, the things that they are not content with, the things that are causing them stress and drama and painful situation socioeconomically. Those are the very things that enslaving them, and they say, yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice that. And it's amazing, because that's not really a sacrifice at all. You know, it's good to sacrifice your chaos, but they don't think about the things of their flesh and things of their thought process that they're going to have to sacrifice, because this is a deep rabbit hole. Because, hey, you know, are you going to be led and guided into all truth? I mean, and that's a painful thing, because unless you're being led and guided into all truth, you're not really coming to the truth. You're selective about what you want to believe. And that's why I tell people the biggest thing that you're going to have to sacrifice is your own philosophies and perspectives and viewpoints, in terms of how you think this world runs, how you think religion is, what you think spirituality is, or what you think anything about history, or about this world, or how it's shaped, or the Bible, or where it comes from, or historical empires and where they came from, and all of these things. You're going to have to reset your mind, because that's what being led and guided, into all truth. That's what it encompasses. It encompasses everything. And so a lot of people, they haven't really taken into consideration what they were willing to sacrifice. And I've come to find personally that, especially when I read the book of Matthew, when I read other testimonies where it talks about, forsaken. And a lot of people are not willing to forsake that which is near and dear to their heart. Everybody has a thing that they have to forsake. Me, it was the pleasure of my flesh. It was the nightlife. It was the city. And a lot of people, they say, hey, they were big on going to the Bahamas, going to Freak League, whatever it is that they were into, traveling the world, going to clubs, whatever it is that floated anybody's boat out there, doing something that they loved. The nightlife, was the night that I, the experience that I loved. And I had to give that up, and I had to go towards cold turkey if I wanted to achieve what I wanted to achieve. So it was a big transformation. People need to understand that that's what is going to take place. And again, I've only run across two people, because the vast majority of people, I try not to waste my time when it comes to questions. So I try to hit on the main points to get this out, and so I don't have to take time to have a 90 or 100 minute phone call, when I can just get that down to 5 minutes and get everything I need to know, and give some good counsel in terms of how they're going to proceed. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. They do what they want to do. And a lot of people, they're not going to do what is necessary. So fine and well and dandy to me. Now, I'm trying to put my thing down to 2 to 5 minutes to get things out the way, so you can deal with and engage in conversation with people that are serious, because time is short. I mean, it's just, you look at what's going on in this world, and the price of gas and the price of all of this stuff fitting to go up. Is already high, but it's going to get higher and higher. The price of gas, the price of it's getting higher and higher, and it's going to impede the efforts of people to get things done, because you need to get things done. You need those resources, and if you can't produce those resources, either by barter, trading, earning, donations, whatever it may be, how you gonna get it? If you can't get it done through those methods, you ain't gonna get it done. What are you willing to sacrifice? And the simple answer to that is everything.